He has done.
Good play. Plus forward here. Oh, he did it so typically, Ali McCoist. Well, he warned them a couple of minutes ago. They didn't take the warning, and they've been punished. Well, this is the kind of football that Bobby Williamson has been encouraging, putting the emphasis on patience and possession. Ali McCoist going in there, and he's done it again! Picked up by Durant, a position he relishes. McCoist giving support on the left-hand side. Here's McCoist again, and it's there! The man's hat-trick! What a glorious comeback to Scottish football! And he made it look ridiculously easy. The two ex-Rangers together in new colours, but with the old familiar style.
It gave us a fright, because we were looking at his bum and going like, how's he going to get about the full season? As I said, if you put the ball in the right position, 9 times out of 10 McCoist to be there, if he's fit. And fortunate enough for us, he's been really fit. And in the games he scored, and that's it, part and parcel. If he's fit and he's up for it, he'll score goals.
Just because he's had these films and he's going into other things, you know what I mean? From a supporter's point of view, they're looking at it as, oh, he's just here picking up a wage, you know, kind of thing. But I can assure the supporters that he's not just here picking up a wage every day in training. If you went out there and watched him, he puts in a shift day in, day out when he trains.
Yeah, that's because his video crew's doing, and they just fed him. You should have seen him yesterday, he was like Titanic turning. If anybody that knows Coist, he's a 37-year-old with a 21-year-old attitude, and as long as he can keep that carrying on, he'll be about for a few years yet.
Durant, it's through to McCoist, and it's 1-0 to Kilmarnock.
But football, after all, is only a game, and it was put into perspective when Mitchell, one of Ali and Alison's twin sons, was born with serious health problems.
He's a baby, right? But I call him a man. It's because he's been through more than any of us will go through in a lifetime. And my mum phoned me up the other day, and the school had been on. The old school had been on, the filming one of these questionnaire things, you know. And the question, my mum usually phones up and she says, "But there's one question I couldn't answer for you because I forgot who your answer was." And the question, which person in the world do you most admire? And I said, "Well, Mum, you should just have told them Mitchell." And she went, "Oh, that's right, so I should have." And a lot of people would maybe think that's a strange thing to say for a 16-month-old baby. But I've become so much a better person within myself for the experiences I've had with Mitchell than I could ever have wished for him than any other walk of life, because he's a remarkable person for what he's been through. Obviously, he couldn't have got through it himself. I mean, the people, the staff at York Hill, the surgeons and nurses, you know, I could sit here and thank them for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, but he could never get through it but for himself. The amount of respect I have for my wife after that, we're not out of the woods yet, and Mitchell's certainly not out of the woods yet, but I've got so much respect for that girl. It's unbelievable what she went through, not only in looking after Mitchell and going up to the hospital, but I mean looking after the other two as well. And the way she conducted herself was quite incredible, and it was, you know, it was humbling in many ways, and I just love her to bits for that.
Ali McCoist began his football career at St Johnstone and then moved on to Sunderland. But it was at Rangers, the club he had always supported, that he became a star. In March of 1999, the club staged a unique celebration, and it was an emotional occasion as dozens of famous players from the past and present gathered together. When the nominations were announced for the greatest striker, there was little doubt who would win.
And the winner is that old stager, Ali McCoist.
You don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could be serious just for a wee minute. That result today, I hope, finally dispels the
dispels the conspiracy theory that me and my wee pal don't try against the old firm. But in all seriousness, to stand here before Derek Johnson, Ralphie Brand, Jimmy Miller, Mark Haitley, Colin Steen, Mr McPhail, I just, honest to God, cannot believe it, and thanks very, very, very much. Thank you.
I've never met anybody, never saw anybody that was better in movement inside the penalty area than him. He moves really well for his goals. He'll take defenders out of position and run back across them again to score. And his number of goals, I can assure you, they might look lucky. Certainly are not.
Any success I've had in the park, I've had to work for. I don't think I was allowed at Gascoigne where I was really naturally gifted. I'm quite proud of the fact that I've worked really hard in my game, and I don't think I've abused my talents at all. I really don't think I have. And that means as much to me in setting an example to people, like especially young kids coming through, as scoring goals does.
Awards were also presented to the greatest ever Rangers team. Again, Ali was an obvious choice.
I remember going up on the stage and I looked at the team and I said it was myself, Laudrup, Haitley, Davy Cooper, Gascoigne. I said, I remember walking up the stage and I said, by the way lads, I said, this team could score some goals and we'd have scored some goals. And it's still strange, I still look at that team and I think, it's hard to believe I'm in there. You know, I look at brilliant, brilliant players and some of the best players, certainly the best players of their generation and best players probably in the world at that time. And to be part of that team, you know, it's a dream, it really is.
But the highest award was for the greatest Ranger ever. Not surprisingly, it went to the legendary John Greig. For once, Ali was content with second place.
In my opinion, the right man won it. Greg is just known as a legend, always has been, always will be. But to come second to a man of that stature made me very, very proud.
If I could just be very brief, I want to tell you my greatest moment with Rangers, and I've been very, very privileged and proud to play with some great, great men, but my greatest moment with Rangers, and it probably surprised a few of you, was when we were defeated by Hearts in the Scottish Cup final last season, and we were in the dressing room, all the boys, after, and a few of us were leaving, and the gaffer came in, Walter came in and said a few words, and I've never seen so many grown men on their way to talk to each other in tears, because we knew it was the end for some of us in an era for Rangers Football Club. But the great thing was that Rangers Football Club will always, always continue to prosper. Thank you.
No matter what the future may hold for this charismatic character, Ali McCoist will always be remembered as Scotland's greatest striker. From his earliest days at Rangers, when he first displayed his insatiable appetite for goals, until the day he left, Ali McCoist always held a special place in the heart of every Rangers fan.